good, you're awake. I was afraid my men might have hit you a little too hard. Happens sometimes. Do you know who I am? The most important thing is that you know I'm not considered particularly forgiving. When one of the smugglers or pirates or dealers who answers to me decides that loyalty is no longer vital to them, well, let's just say not much is vital to them after that. But surely you hold true loyalty for your party, don't you? You'd never betray them or put them in danger. Isn't that right?
It has been almost a full year since the last one, but yes, we are back with another point of view roleplay video. In these videos, I take on the role of a fantasy character and I interact with you, the viewer, asking questions and leaving space for you to reply from the perspective of your own character. So many of you have been asking for this series to return. Players have told me that using these videos helped them develop their characters and feel more comfortable role-playing at the table, and some DMs have even made them part of their session zeros. I'm also trying something new in this one that I've been wanting to incorporate. We are gonna experiment with branching decision paths, so you can actually influence what Augury, the smuggler boss, says to you based on some of your answers. So make sure you have a d20 on hand so you can roll some checks. But before we start, in honor of Halloween, I would like to share a brief scary story. It's funny, the guy at the gas station said this house was haunted. People around here are so superstitious. All right, good night, Mom.
World Anvil is a toolkit for writers, game masters, and world builders. It's built by world builders who know exactly what tools creatives need.
Who's there?
Organize and document your world with articles that you can index and cross-link. Make your maps interactive. Build family trees and historical timelines. Run game sessions through World Anvil using built-in dice rollers, stat blocks, and character sheets, and built-in privacy tools so DMs can decide what players can see and what's for their eyes only. If you want to see World Anvil in action, check out the link in the description.
911, what's your emergency? There's something in my house. It keeps talking about World Anvil? Of course it does. Don't you know you can create a basic account for free or use the code Ginny to get 40% off any annual membership? Alright, now pick a character, grab your d20, and prepare to roleplay.
I've taken your weapons, by the way, so don't bother squirming around for them. Yes, all of them. Yes, even that one. And don't bother trying any magic either. You'll find you can't make use of any arcane gifts. Those manacles have been enchanted to prevent that. Oh dear, does that make you nervous? How does it feel to have your claws removed? There's nothing you can do, I'm afraid. You'll have to wait for your friends to arrive and rescue you. Would that bother you? Being helpless, reliant on your friends to give you aid? Or do you trust them? Well, let's both hope they come for you, because I've captured you as bait. With your help, the rest of your party will walk directly into my trap. I've already left them some clues to your whereabouts. Lightly hidden, of course, so they can feel they've accomplished something. Give them a false sense of confidence. Do you think that will work? Does your party tend towards overconfidence? I'm still weighing tactics for when they arrive. Might you confirm or elaborate on some of the intelligence my spies have already collected? Tell me, does your group have a vulnerability? Perhaps One of your party who, if taken out, would weaken the rest of you. An area in which your party tends to make fatal mistakes. Come now, consider being honest with me. This confrontation could be quite painless. Perhaps no one has to get hurt. Thank you. You may not have made the bravest choice, but you've certainly made the most intelligent. With your help, your party may yet live to fight another day. Who knows? Perhaps you can thwart me a few steps down the line instead. While we're being honest, another question. This one is for your own safety. If I'm threatening you to someone who doesn't mind seeing your throat cut, you might end up hurt, you see. Which of your companions would you say is most attached to you? Noted. Of course, this information is much less useful to me if your fellows already think I know it. Will they trust that you can withstand interrogation, or will they assume you've already given away the store? One last question, and this one will help you as well. Is there anything else I can use to draw them here? Anything in particular they're seeking or tempted by? You wouldn't want them to leave you alone with me, would you? I certainly have no reason to keep you alive if you can't fulfill your role as a lure. You've been very helpful. Helpful enough, in fact, that you may have created an opportunity for yourself. My organization is always in need of more foot soldiers to enact my plans, and don't bother with the moral high ground. All I'm doing is providing goods to people who want or need them. Nothing wrong with that. You could abandon your party and join me. I'm sure I can pay better. And we can see from this very circumstance that I would be better able to protect you. I can't tell you the last time someone in my employ was successfully kidnapped. What do you say? Shame. It's so tedious to do things the hard way. I only want to ensure that you're useful to me, for your sake as well as mine. Because if you aren't useful, there's no real reason to keep you alive. How do you know they'll even come for you? Perhaps I chose the wrong bait. Do you think your companions care if you live or die? Or do they just keep you around out of necessity or pity? Be honest, not just with me, but with yourself. Let me be honest with you for a moment. You weren't even my first choice. My people have been watching you all for some weeks, and there was another member I felt the group valued more highly than you. Can you guess which? Doesn't matter now, I suppose. It's you we've ended up with, for better or for worse. Now, here's a thought. Do they even trust you? Do you think they'll believe that you stand up to my questioning? Or is it possible that they're strategizing right now based on the assumption that you've crumbled beneath the pressure and given away everything? Or even double-crossed them? It's sweet that you trust them. Foolish, but sweet. You know, that trust, if reciprocated, makes you an even more valuable tool to me. My organization is always in need of more foot soldiers to enact my plans, and your connections and reputation simply raise your potential rate of pay. Plus, we can see from this very circumstance that I would be better able to protect you than your current companions. I can't tell you the last time someone in my employ was successfully kidnapped. What do you say? Poor thing. Have you ever considered that they might be using you? You could double-cross them, you know. My organization is always in need of more foot soldiers to enact my plans. I would be using you too, of course, but at least I'm honest about it, and I'm sure I can pay better. Plus, we can see from this very circumstance that I would be better able to protect you than your current companions. I can't tell you the last time someone in my employ was successfully kidnapped, no matter how disposable their role. What do you say? Excellent. I can't remove the shackles just yet, of course. We must keep up the illusion for your friend's sake. But as soon as it's done and you've proved yourself, consider us allied. My underlings are well treated, so long as they perform their tasks faithfully. Now, to the matter at hand. I assume your party will be particularly mistrustful of me after this little kidnapping escapade, so you'll need to be at your most convincing. When you promise that they can trust you, you should swear on something that they know you care about deeply. The life or memory of a loved one, perhaps. Any ideas? Now that we are on the same side, I can let you in on the plan. My intention in bringing your party here is distraction. I have an operation going on as we speak elsewhere in the city. It's not important what. If you and your friends are left to your own devices, there is a risk that it will be interrupted. Your role then is to delay them. I cannot have them roaming free until after the sun sets. It is possible that your party will find a way to snatch you up and escape my sight before that time. In this event, you must play saboteur. Slow them down by whatever means necessary. I could stop them myself, of course, but it would be unnecessarily bloody. By helping me, you are also helping them. Once night falls, they can return to their lives none the wiser. And you, well, you've acquired a new income stream. You can even continue to travel with them. I have ways of delivering assignments from afar. Do you believe yourself capable of that kind of sustained, long-term deception?
Movement spotted. Movement has been spotted near the northern entrance.
Ah, that must be your friends now. Make sure to look properly forlorn, like a good little captive. I must go and greet our guests. Remarkable. You truly have an iron resolve. I must admit I admire that. What exactly has your party done to earn such a steadfast companion? Over the years, many have suggested that I might be more successful creating loyalty in my crew with kindness rather than fear. You catch more flies with honey, they tell me. Do you agree? I have always found such a viewpoint naive. Who wants to catch flies? More often, I find myself swatting them. It seems, in one like yourself, the heartstrings may be played to great effect, but so many in my service are not like you. They are blunt instruments, incapable of the touching commitment that you have demonstrated today. They are simple creatures, and fear is a simple motivator. Well, that's that. While I would have preferred you as an ally, I can respect your choice. Unfortunately, you and your companions may have to die as a result. But first, you must serve your purpose as bait. Thankfully, you don't have to be cooperative in order to complete that task.
Movement spotted. Movement has been spotted near the northern entrance.
Ah, that must be your friends now. Carry on as you are. That look of impotent rage is perfect for the role. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go greet our guests.
Did it work? Did the branching decisions function as intended? Let me know in the comments. We are trying something new. I genuinely love making these point of view roleplay videos, but the YouTube algorithm does not love them as much as me for a lot of reasons that we don't need to get into here. Suffice it to say that anything you can do to help out, be that sharing with a friend, liking and commenting on the video, and making sure that you're subscribed, will help this video reach a wider audience. This is one of those series where everyone who watches it tells me how much they love it, but it just doesn't get the numbers that my lower commitment videos get. By the way, people are always asking if I do any streamed games, and this Friday I am playing in a level 20 charity D&D game to benefit the WAVAW Rape Crisis Centre. I'll be playing Nimwin, everyone's least favorite gay necromancer. I will put the link and details in the description so you can check it out. Meanwhile, if you want more roleplay practice, don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist right here. You can get healed by a battlefield medic, have a poem written about you, and even go to a matchmaker.